Hello everyone, this is Group 2 and we will be giving you a presentation over the Region malware. In this group we have Perry, Zing, Shabrian, and Cameron.
Region, new computer spying bug, discovered by Symantec. A leading computer security company says it has discovered one of the most sophisticated pieces of malicious software ever seen. Symantec says the bug, named Region, was probably created by a government and has been used for 6 years against a range of targets around the world. Once installed on a computer, it can do things like capture screenshots, steal passwords or recover deleted files. Experts say computers in Russia, Saudi Arabia and Ireland have been hit most. It has been used to spy on government organizations, businesses and private individuals, they say. Researchers say the sophistication of the software indicates that it is a cyber espionage tool developed by a nation-state. They also said it likely took months, if not years, to develop, and its creators have gone to great lengths to cover its tracks. Xian Zhan, a security strategist at Symantec, said, "It looks like it comes from a Western organization. It's the level of skill and expertise, the length of time over which it was developed." Symantec has drawn parallels with Stuxnet, a computer worm thought to have been developed by the US and Israel to target Iran's nuclear program. That was designed to damage equipment, whereas Region's purpose appears to be to collect information.
According to the Kaspersky Lab, Region is the advanced and newest spying tool. Why? Because Region already shows its very high concealment and fast to many companies in person. It has a new level of technical complexity rarely found and has been illegally used by some organizations and individuals in spying operations for against governments, companies, researchers, and normal internet users. Region is a powerful tool that can seriously affect the entire network. It may destroy communication security. Not just personal computers, when security company Symantec and Kaspersky Lab detailed in their technical report published in November 29, 2014. We can see that it is not only a normal computer virus or malware, like the older one we found before, but it's also a sly toolkit that can be used for different purposes, depending on the attacker's need, like collect passwords from individuals. As we know, it is also a powerful toolkit that is made of various parts because of its hidden nature. It has unfolds in 5 different stages, making it extremely difficult to be detected by normal antivirus software. For example, in one of its stages, Region disguised itself as a legitimate Microsoft software to fool targets and avoid detection.
Next, we are going to talk about where this technology will be used. Number one is government. In the November 24, 2014, the US government just announced that the database has been attacked by some unknown malware. It caused some important data lost. Number two is the personal mobile device. Just like the GSM network user, like smartphone. The ring can collect the username and the passcodes, and it also can make the screenshots from the user phones or tablet. Steal any file, any information he wants from this person.
Reagan is a very complex form of malware that uses a modular approach and lets it load its features that fit their target perfectly. It is made to assist its operators in long-term mass surveillance operations. The Reagan malware has 5 layers, all of them encrypted and hidden besides the first one. After the first is executed, it starts a chain of events in which each next stage is decrypted and then executed. The malware never comes into view until you've gotten through all 5 stages because each stage has very little information on the complete package. Eventually, the malware can take control of the computer and do its damage. The tactics that Reagan uses are not entirely known, but one of the victims was the European Union in 2011, which was hacked. During the attack, employees were approached with a fake LinkedIn page, which the hackers then used to install the malware on their computers. They were able to use spear phishing tactics in this particular case. And due to Reagan's sophistication and overall complexity, it was more than likely created using multiple authors and may have taken somewhere from months to even years to complete. Much like other forms of malware, Reagan can steal data, recover deleted files, take screenshots, and discover people's computer passwords. One ability that separates Reagan from its peers is that it has the power to monitor GSM base station traffic and specific targeting of GSM base stations. GSM stands for the Global System for Mobile Communications, and it's basically the standard protocol used for cell phones that gives them access to phone calls and text messages. And although the origins are still unknown, there are some internal code names of Reagan that were found to have names that reference cricket players and cricket moves that lead some professionals in security to believe that the UK may be the creators of the malware.
Now we'll be talking about the pros and cons of the region malware. The first pro we have is the US really isn't affected by the region malware. The main areas affected are Russia at 28% and Saudi Arabia at 24%. Another pro is that now we have knowledge of the existence. This allows us to do more research and hopefully find out more about the threat. And the last pro we have is that there are now products available to let the user know that there is a region threat on the computer. A con that we have for this malware is that it can potentially start a nation against nation cyber war. It has been found that nations use this as a main tool to spy on each other and gather information from one another. Another con is that valuable information could be exposed. Even though the victim is aware that the malware is on their computer, it is very hard to find out what information is being taken. For the third con, we have that some components are still undiscovered. With this, we still don't know all the harm that could be done by this malware. And for the last con we have is that the malware could be customized to attack a certain target. A victim could be affected by the malware by hiding through an email, a spoof version of a well-known website, or even through a USB drive.
In terms of region, it may not be a standard in hacking yet, but it probably will be soon. Since it has only been around since 2008, with the exception of the break it took between years 2011 and 2013, it is still relatively young. Region is very inconspicuous, and even when discovered, it is almost impossible to find out what the program has been doing. With capabilities like that, it should become a standard within hackers very soon. This can be seen through its increased use in professional organizations like the British spy agency GCHQ. Now you may be thinking that region is a made-up word. However, region does have an origin. Microsoft named region after a Norse dwarf that was known for his cunning. Region was adopted as a boy by King Sigurd. Region wanted his stepfather's throne and wealth. However, the king's son was next in line for the throne, because this was the king's biological son. The king's biological son was named Fafnir. So, to inherit the king's kingdom, Region began to trick his stepfather into doing things. His ultimate goal was to trick his stepfather into killing his biological son, which he was successful in doing. Right before Region was able to kill his father, the king realizes what had been happening, and the king killed Region first. Microsoft saw this as an appropriate name for the software because of the software's cunning and stealthy nature. In conclusion, Region may still be small and lacking exposure. However, with its increased use in professional organizations like GCHQ, we can expect it to evolve and transform as it adapts to changes in the environment. Thank you for listening to our presentation.